he is on the short list of the greatest featherweights of all time, but Max Holloway has goals beyond that. DC, you know he trains at 185, 190 pounds. Going to be very interesting to see how far Max Holloway can take this here in the UFC.
He's one of the best fighters, as you said. He's one of the best featherweights of all time. And it's because of his preparation and his attention to detail. When he made his UFC debut, he had hiccups, but he went back to the lab and he fixed those things, and it showed in a massive 13-fight win streak that had him winning the featherweight championship and defending it on multiple occasions. Max Holloway is truly one of the best fighters in the entire organization.
And what he did in that two-fight series with Jose Aldo is something that history is going to look back upon very fondly. Max blessed Holloway back in another big spot here tonight. Max blessed Holloway, Y&I represent, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. Proudly repping the Anzacs, Australia and New Zealand. Here is City Kickboxing's UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski, draws rave reviews from past opponents, from his teammates. He is the ultimate competitor, and anybody who saw him compete in a rugby league setting at 214 pounds, I might add, knows just how committed this guy is to athletics and to realizing greatness in the UFC. He certainly did that against Max Holloway. He's going to get everybody's best shot, and that continues in earnest here tonight as they all continue to chase down the Australian champion, Volkanovski. Of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Max Blessed Holloway. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the World, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, high stakes here in the UFC's featherweight division between a couple of future Hall of Famers, Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway. Alexander Volkanovski could have been an outstanding rugby league player, played as north as 214 pounds. We're very thankful to have him in the UFC, where he has become one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. That athleticism is on full display every time he goes to the octagon. But I want to focus on Max Holloway a little bit. When you're down 0-3, when you have been so dominant against everyone else, how do you solve the puzzle? Max Holloway needs to get forward, he needs to press, and he has got to get Volkanovski outside of his comfort zone. Volkanovski's too comfortable right now whenever they're fighting, and that is leading to Max constantly getting behind and having to try to play catch-up against a great champion.
Spinning back fist. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
Slams to the body there. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski. Well, you see why Holloway is such a fan favorite. Beautiful land there with the left hand, and now we'll see what he can do. Strong punch to the head in the clinch.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
Unable to connect with the right. Oh, that's a sharp hook there by Holloway. 2 minutes to go in the round. Good body work with that hook by Volkanovski. Holloway's now dealing with a cheek cut. Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again.
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts, and he finally has secured one.
1 minute to go in the round. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Volko.
Nice shot lands from the bottom.
Oh, nice jab to the head by Volkanovski.
Good jab there by the champion. Oh my goodness, these boys are going at it.
Final seconds here. Holloway's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. Round 2 is next. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Second round underway. All right, so as this next... Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Max Holloway at his best in the stand-up here tonight. Could there be any better representation of Hawaiian MMA than Max Blessed? Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off. You take your time. Oh, no! He's gotta move. They're gonna stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Push kick there to the body. And both guys really throwing with authority. So we call on the fight stats here. 56 total strikes have landed for Max Holloway. And back to his feet.
What a fight.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Oh, he lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see the swelling upstairs get worse.
That accuracy, man, it's something to behold. This guy is so good at finding his target. Now, he's got a big old marker on the guy's face to try and hit. You have got a smart fight in front of you. You have got to move your head, or he's going to keep going up.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down. Big shot to the head.
Oh, nice leg kick attack there from Alexander Volkanovski. You know it's a city kickboxing fighter if they're employing that weapon.
And you know, honestly, John, he's done that over and over again. The leg kicks were what got the belt for Max Holloway. He used that to slow Max down get him out of his conventional stance, and make him fight in a stance that he's not used to. And Volkanovski was able to walk away with the belt on that night.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about.
Oh, Volkanovski's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here.
He can't even stand.
Nice inside leg kicks there by Volkanovski. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked, crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon and call the action.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Holloway getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish. Once he got him cut, he recognized, oh my goodness.
Unbelievable! Alexander, the Great.
Holy.
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Here's the buff with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 31 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Well, just when you thought Alexander Volkanovski couldn't present a better version, I submit to you this performance, Volkanovski by TKO here tonight.
Many want to point to the 3rd Max Holloway fight as his greatest night. This is right in line with that. To go out there and dominate the way he did and get that TKO victory, tremendous.
So we get the practitioners, eating them alive, it's like I'm needing them for sustenance. I'm out here getting big like they've been feeding me some supplements. Never follow them till they be moving shambolic. My side